Yo! I left the house with a suit on and no shoes and socks.
And
no
no
socks even. No socks, bro.
It must be annoying as a parent when you look at your kid and they're doing like, nah, I want to dress myself now.
Do you have anything on you? Unless we get metal detectors in schools now.
Which can I be honest?
When I talk sometimes, my nose will like flare up and open up. And I remember someone once said, relax, you're sucking in all the air.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Disruption Podcast.
Woo.
Hello.
286, we're here. We got an hour and 20 minutes to entertain you.
Yes, sir.
You're going to laugh. You're going to think about life. We're going to be talking about reference checks for your friends. We're talking about the state of the world and that Ukraine-USA situation that happened recently.
Yep.
Mommy Pig is pregnant.
This guy.
And that feels important. But thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this around. We appreciate you always being here. And
It finally happened.
what finally happened?
We've got a channel.
Oh, we do have a channel.
We have a channel,
And
but
that's
it's
going to make
cooking.
sense to you as it's brewing. I didn't want
Yes.
to mention it because in case I don't brew it this week.
But let's get him excited.
Oh, yeah. The channel's happening. It's Mil the Baghdadi.
It's Chief Olasoji in the building, baby.
It's your girl, my Wazy.
It's the prince.
Okay, and before we start content, whatever, I heard, Carlos wasn't there for it, but I heard, like, I think it's probably the funniest story I've ever heard on Friday night, and I need Daniel to retell it.
Okay.
Right? The story of your sister's birthday at the church, or whatever, birthday or whatever.
Oh, with my shoes?
Yeah, bro. When I do you know this? Do you know this? Oh, you were there. You were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Right, that's it. We know mine. He doesn't
Because I
come to
think
this. Yeah,
these were different days, though. These are different days. But
Bro, that was the
bro, like this
funniest
is
story
it just,
ever.
It's just like I hate this guy. It's how I felt.
all I can say is, I don't know. My parents were just, you know what it is? I boil it down to my father.
Okay.
African dads of any ethnic origin. Dads are across the board. I think white dads do the same.
Involved in their kids' drip.
Not involved in the kids' drip, but when they have to be somewhere, they don't care.
How
But,
anyone looks.
Bro, A and P, any means possible,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. I look
They are
good,
getting
'cause
people
your dad
out.
was looking
Yeah.
good.
He knows he has his suit on, right? Anyways.
Hey, my suit and tie are on. My shoes are on. I'm good.
So we were talking about, I think we were talking about glow ups. I think you were talking to my sister because she's had a glow
I
up.
would say this
glow
top
up, for
3
sure.
glow ups across humanity. across
the
people I
big
know,
one.
people I don't know. No, like,
It's
so,
so
like
hey.
hey, God's favorite.
Yeah, nah. She has come a mighty
God
long
said your time will
way,
come. Just wait on
bro. Yeah, because Leop would not have looked her way twice. No, he would have looked her way once. But she had a glow up, and that's what you guys were talking about. But then she brought out an old photo of my sister's birthday. So my two youngest sisters, their birthdays around the same time in June. So this was their birthday at church, and you know what you do in church.
Yeah.
Everyone gets around, family photo, cake, and that, bro. For the first 2/3 of the photo, everything is looking good and wholesome and looks well, right? I think I looked all right. I was a bit round. I can't lie. My face was chubby.
Your dad
But the
had a
drip was
ni-
good.
your dad had a
My dad
nice
had the
suit.
nice suit.
Grey suit.
My
Your
mom had her thing on.
hair
as
was
well.
good.
Hair was neat. My two
Yep.
little sisters matching dresses.
Cutie.
I love it.
Bro, you swipe a little bit more and you see my sister after me, Intern V. Shout out to Intern V. Bro, what? No put it best. He said she looked like she got electrocuted, bro. Her hair was doing Jimmy Neutron. Her face, she was smiling with buck teeth, bro. The glasses,
Bro,
and
you know
the
when
dress,
the teeth look like each one's trying to find its way to the
bro.
front?
And the dress was doing up. The dress was doing up like Salvation Army, but like this is like after everyone
dress,
else
but
has
let me put
taken
on my leather
everything.
jacket on top of
Bro,
my dress.
so it was
giving
just
middle
bad.
child and
So the
not
whole
even middle
so the whole
child.
thing we were just talking about was like how our our parents just they didn't care. They didn't care, bro. My two other sisters had their birthday. They didn't give a damn how my other sister left the house. And then I mentioned how there was a time when it got even worse than that for me. Bro, tell me how, and you know when you're Nigerian, but your parents make you dress in your Sunday best, bro. Yo. So I had my suit on, bro. The suit jacket, the pants, and a nice shirt on the inside, bro. I reckon that was best and less I went and bought the shirt from. Tell me how I get in the car, we pull up into the church car park. I look down and I see my 10 toes. I see my 10 toes, bro. I left the house with a suit on And no shoes and socks.
And
no
no
socks
socks,
even.
the one
No
bar, bro.
socks, bro. Dog, we had to go find the nearest
wait.
Kmart and buy tongs, bro.
My question is in the car. Did you not?
Bro, like, did you not
lock
look
it?
and see your ashy feet?
I told y'all, bro.
On the wall,
you went from your house
you
and
didn't feel
walked to
some
the car.
stones under your
Listen.
foot.
Unless you were scared.
I had Kirk Franklin in my earphones from my MP3. Stomp, dun, 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 dun. Bro, I'm enjoying it. Do you want a revolution? Woo, woo. Come on. I want it, bro. So,
God, you
bro,
don't
I
feel
pulled
no
up.
pain, no
Pulled
none.
up in the car park. No.
You know, I can just imagine that
Bro.
this guy's got his thing on and all his family hears, woo, woo.
The worst part was when I had to notify my parents as it happened. Like,
Oh,
because
bro,
we
that
put
was
up,
bad.
Mama, I don't have my shoes or my socks.
Bro,
I still remember the one. I still remember the one uncle, bro. That when he clocked me as I walk in, because he was the guy that welcomes people in.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
saw
the
you.
one. I walk in. He said, Diola. Okay now. okay now. Bro, it's bad, man.
Lost for words.
But yeah, man.
I
Hey,
tell
we,
you that story. You know the stories you hear about like your friends or you remember stories about. It just makes you happy. You're like, this is stupid.
nah, we've had howlers. I didn't even tell you about the time Intern V almost drowned. In Queens.
talk to me.
I may as well. We're here, bro. Bro, first family holiday, first ever one. This was the start. It could have been the end of our tradition, but it was somehow we kept on going holidays after this. We're in Queensland, losing our minds, bro. Because what do you mean Queensland, bro?
I'm in the Queensland.
I'm in the Queensland. I've only known Victoria for, I would have maybe been 10 years or the however many years here. Bro, we got to Queensland for a holiday. I think it was literally as we rocked up. There's a pool there and a nice water slide that takes you into the pool, bro. No swimming experience whatsoever. And I've never told my parents I almost drowned as well. Anyways, yeah. I think we saw an older man go down the slide, goes into water, gets up. I said, what the heck, bro? Let me do it. Bro, I can't lie. I low-key was drowning. I drank so much water, yeah, but I somehow, I think because I was a little bit taller, I was able to jump across the bottom and make it to safety. Bro, my sister came in there, never came back up. Bro, someone had to dive in, man.
Oh my
The man that went before us dove in. My parents couldn't do anything other because they can't swim. All you hear is, help her, please. Oh my God, Jesus, somebody help her.
Bro, you know what's so crazy? They actually don't tell you how deep that.
Bro.
'Cause I remember I went to swimming in like grade 4 as well. And then everyone's going down the slide. Boom, they come out.
Yeah.
And then I went in, bro. I had to be on my tippy toes, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
madness, bro.
cause it was deep.
If that man wasn't there, I think
was
she
deep.
would have been packed
Yeah,
up,
that's
bro.
deep.
Crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
we drank water, man. Anyway, man. Yeah.
That was the funniest story in the world,
Yeah,
bro.
the way you dress as a kid is like, it must be annoying as a parent when you look at your kid and they're doing like, nah, I want to dress myself now, and they
Mismatched.
look like
Man
a
got polka dots
mistake.
and lines at the same time,
Bro.
bro. What's going on here, bro? With a Spider-Man glove, like what?
Bro, I don't think anyone cared about drip back then,
The
bro.
one with the can?
I got the Spider-Man glove as well, bro. Like what are you doing, man?
Yeah,
Not
no
now.
one did. No one did.
No,
Nah.
no one
When
did
we
because
were
I was looking at
kids.
some photos. Yeah, man, I had a
Yeah.
pants all up to like here, bro.
Yeah.
No, for
them
real.
baggy ones. I was like, damn, I don't think I'll ever dress my kids like this,
Bro, now it's serious, bro.
Yeah, now.
Yeah,
it's
would you
serious.
guys take interest in your kids' like outfits,
I
or is
did.
it like
Yeah,
your,
but it's
your wife
it's a
type of
tough one
thing?
because you gotta. Oh, like as a man, yeah, I would,
Yeah,
I
as a
would.
dad.
Like,
Yeah, not like just drip, but like good.
yeah,
Not-
but like it's
not
also it's
expensive,
tough
yeah.
because it's part of the exploration and stuff of their development
for them,
Right.
yeah.
for them to be like
their
to feel like
style.
they're making decisions
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, how do you even balance that? But it's like I hate the idea. Like one thing I hate with all my heart is like when little kids wear costumes out.
Oh,
Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
so for example, like my
Oh,
niece,
like as in out.
oh my
Right,
god,
like this
my
isn't
niece
book
like
week.
obsessed with princesses. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna wear my like Ariel
Yeah.
dress,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, what the hell, right? Or like you see little boys like running around and they're like in Batman thing. I'm just like,
Yeah.
like that. It I don't know what. It just looks so trash.
Why though?
Wait, what's wrong with
It
that?
just I don't
What's
like.
worse? What's
just
worse?
kids.
The glasses with the strap band around the back, or them walking around in a costume? What would you rather? Because them kids with the glasses with the strap band, bro.
That one's a bad.
What's the strap band?
Like they
Like
got
the
glasses,
goggles,
but then
the
it's got like a
goggles.
headband on the back too, bro, to make sure the glasses
Like
don't go in.
goggles type of thing, yeah.
Are you talking about what, like 5-6-year-olds?
It is around that. It's
Yeah,
about that
3, 4,
3,
5.
4, yeah, 3, 4, 5 that they walk around in them costumes and stuff like that. Man.
It's just so annoying. Like I don't want this with me.
But yeah,
Let me know you
I would
won't
make
do
sure my
that.
kid looks good.
Yeah, the most
Of
I'll do is
course.
the shoes part. I don't think I'll go crazy with the clothes because
Yeah,
dead ass,
clothes
bro.
is what-
Best
yeah.
unless Big W came out, they've got
That's it.
bangers.
Oh
Even
no,
if-
I'm not
even
spending.
if-
I
yeah.
don't care how much money. I'm not
Shoes, I
spending
can.
that kind of money.
I'll buy you the shoes. Once you're at the age where you can at least wear them for the next year.
For 6
You know,
months. at
yeah,
least,
bro. Not this one where
Facts.
you're going from 0. You know what I mean? Like they're newborn, and next thing you know, it doesn't fit them in the next 2 weeks, bro. What's going on? Yeah, man.
Not doing that one.
Hey, man. Exciting time, bro. There's a lot.
Speaking of kids,
what are you saying?
Mama Pig's having another one. This news is transformational to the world.
You gotta explain to the people who's Mama Pig, bro.
Mommy Pig, you don't know Mommy Pig?
Peppa Pig.
Bro, is there a song? I don't know the song. Is there a song?
Like just the intro song, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm Peppa Pig.
Did you guys grow up watching it?
Bro,
Yes.
bang. I love that show.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, I ran it
Okay,
up.
all right.
I'm
See,
not gonna
this
lie.
is an important conversation. I'm not being funny here. I don't think they show Peppa Pig in the Middle East because it's a pig. Intern, can you search that up? Chat GPT it maybe or something. I don't think they show it because it's a pig. Because
It's haram?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you don't want this pig looking like it. Like, oh look, it's such a lovely pig.
Glorified.
Yeah, this is my assumption because I never saw it. Also, maybe past my time.
What's your time? What do you
Yeah,
mean by
yeah.
that? Oh, because
Like,
how old
how
were you
old?
in the Middle East again?
Moved there, I was 7. I think.
Nah, you would have been able to see.
nah,
Peppa Pig.
that's
prime. That's prime time.
That's prime time.
That's stopping crime in prime time, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is like you, grade 3, grade 3 or something.
Bro, it's one of them ones you come back home
Yeah,
and
come back
ABC
home,
because
yeah.
they showed on ABC, right? Yeah, you come back home, ABC,
Prime.
Peppa Pig is there, and then I reckon you get a Peppa Pig, you get a what's that one? The experimental girl, she was grey with the orange dress, Angela or something. Oh, guys.
Experimental though? I know Angela with the orange dress and it's
Yeah,
like kind of
so maybe
black
not
and white
experimental. Sorry,
type of thing.
experimental was Tracy Beaker.
Yeah, that's Tracy.
Oh,
I know Tracy.
Yeah,
Beaker.
thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah.
That one was allowed.
I didn't
There's
watch
no,
it.
There's
Hold
no
up.
pigs there.
I just
But
know
yeah,
this.
Angela and then with the
freckles.
The freckles,
yeah.
yes.
ABC, man. You
Yes,
get that. You might
yes.
even get Dragon Booster. That's the
That
time.
one, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
bro.
know Tracy Beaker.
But yeah,
Yeah, no,
maybe
because
not.
we didn't have ABC. We were NBC3.
But even still, they didn't
And they
let
didn't do
it. They didn't let it
Peppa
get there.
Pig.
Because
Yeah.
it's probably. I think it's British.
It is
Yeah.
British.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a confirmed fact?
In some places,
Hey, you're not even on mic. How bad? But what you say?
in some places they show it, but it's unlikely.
It's unlikely.
Unlikely. Yeah.
Is there a reason why?
It
Did they
has to be
mention
the
why?
pig thing. It has to be, which I hear. Fair enough.
That makes sense.
right? But yeah,
So it's made global news that
Mommy
Mama
Pig went on BBC, and she's. How dare you call me my mom? My mom's calling me now. But I was like, this news traveled faster than any celebrity news I've seen in a while. Like everybody's suddenly posting TikToks, this, that.
saw it on the news
and I
as
was like,
well,
bro,
yeah.
this is insane how far it's gone.
Do you know what it is? It's the wholesome break that people
wholesome.
wanted,
Yeah.
maybe.
So wholesome.
Because,
It is,
yeah, because
Bro, you
there is
see
a
her on-
unified experience of it. No, I don't care about Harry the Hippo, or let me give, what's another H that's actually a woman, bro? I can't go Henrietta because we know Henrietta. But you know what I mean?
Holly
I don't
the
care
Hippo.
about Holly the Hippo in the zoo. Giving birth. I never met Holly, bro.
Yeah. And
When
my
was the
kids
la-
don't remember
My
her
kids,
and-
but we all grew up watching.
Bro, do you know how gassed I was to like see my niece to be like, hey, you know Peppa Pig?
Yeah,
Can I have a
explaining and
sibling?
that.
Yeah.
It's so
That's
It is.
that's equivalent to like The Simpsons. Like let's say Marge Simpson is having a baby.
That would be wild,
that's
eh?
world news.
I'm not even kidding. I'd get gassed.
Bro,
I'll be gassed. I'm like-
That's actually that should be
because
crazy.
we are just so used to this family. Then now there's a whole other.
But you know what's
edition.
funny? Like they can do it.
I know.
You know what I got gassed about when I was a kid? The Rugrats as teenagers.
Rugrats all grown up?
Yeah, and,
Yo.
and then when they did it with. No, that was it, I think. And then in The Simpsons, there was one episode or 2 episodes
With
where
the
they show
older?
them all older,
Yeah.
and Maggie's
yeah,
all
I
tatted
remember
up,
that. Yeah.
and Bart's just a drunk and whatever. I was
Oh,
like,
damn.
whoa, it's like we're seeing into the future, like
That
as if
is
this is
pretty
real.
cool. That is
Do you think that that's what was allowing us to be slightly aspirational though? Like they were showing real stuff in the cartoons.
Okay.
Like the cartoons depicted life. And we would see this and we would look at what we want to like do and achieve with ourselves. There was another cartoon show called it was like a
Definitely depends on the cartoon.
yeah, but majority of them there was a lot of the good quality ones at least. At least we could find
Yeah,
a
there were good
decent
quality
handful
ones
of
where
them.
it's like
now I
that.
don't
Yeah,
think we
yeah.
can. There was one on Rocket Power.
I was going to talk about this.
Rocket
And then they
Power.
showed them as teenagers as well, yeah, at some point.
Power.
Yes, okay. So
Stuff
this was
like
this
that.
was a cartoon that
Rocket Power,
I think
bro.
I've said this. My parents never paid for channels and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rocket Power was like Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
And I'd see it in places, and I was like, I have no idea what this
I
is
need
called.
this. I don't say I need it.
But I was like, I was just gassed about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure, you're not talking about this.
That's the one,
Nah, that's the one,
bro.
That's the
not
one,
gonna
bro.
lie, like,
and then yeah,
that was my
showed-
first. That was my first thing where I was like, hey,
Wait, hold on, I gotta
hey,
see
there's
this
cool
properly.
people and there's not cool people, and those are cool.
Bro,
The
Rocket
cool
Power
guys,
is
yeah.
cool guys, bro.
there was the movie All Grown Up. Oh yeah, look, I'm gonna lose my head
Yeah, I
right
think
now.
that when they like kind of break that
Bro.
perspective and would do an all grown up thing.
Bro, this is what it is, man. Like they show you friendship, bro. Not on the SpongeBob vibes either. Like this is just real people doing real chill, relatable things, man. And then they grow up.
Yeah. Or Ninja Turtles when they show you the reverse and they're babies.
Oh,
And,
but Ninja Turtles got dark, man.
Why?
Ninja Turtles got
But
dark.
Ninja Turtles has points where it's like it's actually kind of scary if you're little.
Yeah.
My niece is obsessed
Bro,
with it.
Leonardo lost his arm.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think Raffaello's eye was gone.
It's serious.
Ninja Turtles got dark.
My niece like finds them cool because they're turtles and
Yeah.
stuff. And so I was like showing her some, and then Shredder comes in and whatnot, and she's like fixated. And I
shook.
look at her, I was like, "Hey, is this scary?"
Like,
She
are you
was
okay?
Yep. Let's change it.
It's maybe too
Nah,
realistic.
some of these cartoons have some good messages.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this goes into a little bit of what I was thinking. This one, it was a little bit of a deeper topic when it came to mine, but we can keep it like chill. And we might have touched on this previously, yeah. But I'm like, what lessons do you think that your kids will like learn from you? And I had context because there was it's you know those ones where when you read the Bible, there's that one line that's just like, oh snap, this is not an accidental line. Like it jumps out at you a little bit, right? It was about how like the first Passover for the Israelites when they're leaving Egypt and whatnot, and then it goes on to saying like Exodus 12:26. He goes, remember these instructions, let it be permanent in what you do, and then it goes verse 26, and then your children will ask, what does this ceremony mean? Bro, jumped at me, punched me in the face. I was like, that's actually major, bro. Like literally, how you live your life, obviously, becomes the example for the kids.
Yeah.
And then they get to the point when they start to ask questions about what they
Why
are
do we
doing.
do this?
And then that is now your learning educational piece to now bring them on board and allow them to formulate their own understanding of this thing, right? So I was like, snap, bro, what the heck are my kids gonna like learn from us? Like what did they learn? What did they learn in terms from our life? What lessons do we show them? Or bringing it into now this wholesome vibe, what is it that you're gonna make sure that like
They're witnessing.
They know.
that
Wow.
they're witnessing, that you bring that in, because the world changes, man. The world's changing so rapidly that like unless you intentionally try to bring some of these things in, it's absolutely like it becomes washed out, it becomes like irrelevant. So yeah, I don't know. What are some things
hard.
off head that you just think, even if you want to keep it like the wholesome one, obviously, like yeah, what are the lessons that you want them to learn from you or your life? Like obviously things around like, you know, perseverance, but then specifically what does that mean and what you guys had to do, or generosity. And then it's like, what did they see? Mom is someone that would always cook for people whenever she hears that something's going on. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think in terms of from what I want them to see from my life is like just value and importance on community. Because I learned that from my parents negatively. So like because they didn't have it, I put value on having it. But it's like I would love for my kids to experience it and then be like, I know why we do this, right?
Why
And
we
so
do
like
it,
if
yeah.
we, you know, as time goes on, it's like if we go because, you know, for whatever reason, if we like, oh, we choose to celebrate this thing on June 7th or whatever, right? It's like that means something to the community that you're part of.
Yeah,
You know? And so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
they're like, when they go like, oh, why do we celebrate? It's like, oh, well, because
And
blah,
they
blah,
know-
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the day all your uncles decided to make this decision or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever it might be. But it's like they just have this sense of value for community. In terms of what they witness, this is hard, but I think I would love for, it kind of ties into the community thing, actually, funny enough. Like, I would love for them to be involved in, well, I would make it a thing that they're involved in team sports because it teaches them that it's not about myself and like we're all kind of required for in order to see success, and we're also all there when we don't succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team sports where you can win and lose as well.
Well,
Not just
yeah.
participation nonsense.
The team sports one is such a powerful one. I was talking
Yeah.
to my friend Galah. He was like, you can tell a lot about a person based on how they play.
Bro.
Right? When they get the ball, are they looking to pass first? Are they looking to get other people involved? Are they looking for their own shot? Right? Because if you watch NBA, you watch this sport, some people, you get the ball, they're just looking for their own shot. That's it. Right? And then some, they're always getting to get people involved. It's like, yeah, that player, he's someone that's this, that.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. That's just based on watching how he plays.
Yeah, it's tough because it's like you also want them to learn, like to get into the nitty gritty. But it's like
Take your chance.
Like well, you want them to learn take your chance up, but you also want them to learn like everyone plays their position. So you might be the guy on the team that you don't need to play solo and take the shot or whatever.
Or you might be the best shooter.
But you need to know that guy on your team he is the best shooter.
yeah.
So when he's doing
Let's
that,
get
he's not
that.
being selfish. He's doing this for the team.
That's
And doing
because
his
of
job.
the
You know, to be able to learn that, like it's a
Exactly.
that kind of everyone plays the position because it's like then I would assume it's like as you grow up, it's like you approach relationships and it's like hey, like this is I'm thinking from my son's perspective. It's like, hey, I act this way and my girlfriend acts this way. You know what I mean? And then when she's my wife, it's like as in we play our roles. For daughters, same kind of thing. It's like I think, and then in church setting, in education settings, and whatever, it's like I think that's a valuable thing for them to witness and be a part of. I think it produces humility, ideally, as well.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot recently, but it's only because like I constantly hear people talk about it and say it. I'm not trying to fluff myself, right? But you always hear like you guys can probably attest to this within a work setting, right? Where people are just like, you're always so bubbly or nice, or you always got something going on with the community. I'm like, I would love for going on what you've just said, I would love for my children to understand the value in that, because I can actually point a lot of this whole community, whatever, back to a lot of stuff that comes out of church, to be honest.
It's all,
literally, right? So I would love my kids to value it that much to the point of wanting to volunteer and build up that. Like, when someone takes ownership of something, they look after it a lot more, obviously, and they understand it a little better. Like, if my kids can get to the point of knowing, oh, this is my space, this is my community, and like what I contribute makes it just as important. Like, imagine they're the one in kids' church rallying up the others. Guys, lock in, man, bro. We're trying to sing Jesus is my superhero, bro. Like, we need to do these ones, man. So I'm like, I would love to see for like whatever we do to model that in them, that they go, oh yeah, like whatever I'm a part of, like I actually need to kind of, steward it. Yeah. Like, and look after this thing.
That
like,
concept
you know what I mean?
of like ownership.
Ownership, bro.
Is a important
those
thing.
are the kids that, bro, you go on to do big things, man, because I don't want to waste.
We currently have that at church where one of our pastors' kid is doing that.
He's locked
a
in.
child himself.
And he's doing
But he rallies up all the kids together like, guys, let's worship.
Man's got a shirt on saying, I'm a volunteer. When he's part of the same, he's part of the same
kids
age
as
group.
well. But it's so wholesome to see. It's so wholesome because you see it trickles down from the parents as well. It tells a lot about, who you are as a parent and how you're trying to raise your kids just by what they do and how they interact.
I didn't do this, but I would like to see sleepovers not necessarily die down, but with very trusted,
very,
Parents and households.
like I want that experience for them of, I don't know how we do it.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I want to.
It's that community thing. We all butt houses with each other.
You have to create that
Bro,
community now.
Because I remember, like, I've never had a sleepover in my life.
Yeah.
Right?
We used to.
Yeah.
Her arranged marriage,
Oh, yeah.
her partner, we used to sleep over at the house quite frequently. And I think it was because there were times when my parents might be both doing like a night duty shift or something.
Yeah, wow.
So we'd go and sleep over at the crib.
So I've never had it because my parents didn't have anyone that they trusted like that, right? And at that point, I'm like, what the heck, man? Just like, let me sleep over. Like, you know his parents, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, now I see, I'm like, I would have never let me sleep over either if I was the parent, That scares me for, like, as in, that, like, it's such a scary thought, the thought of, like, leaving your kid with whatever. But I do want my kids to experience it, where it's like, but it has to be with people that I'm like, I trust.
Sleepovers is fun, bro.
I feel like they'd have some danger memories, bro.
Yeah, and beautiful memories like staying up late playing FIFA, bro.
Simple as that. Next laps
just
because you
literally
lost
just-
11-0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just
Core
good
coaching moments. Yeah, core memories, bro.
Because when I'm thinking back, I'm thinking of those sleepovers, that I had with my friends, cousins. So I'm like, man, those are good days. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'll definitely do that with some trusted people. The same as well with community. I think that's a big one. Whatever they're good at, I want them to be able to provide an opportunity for other people as well.
Damn.
So that could be
It's an entrepreneurial kid. They're ready. They're already doing that. Okay, let me
like,
hear this.
But in a community setting, where it's like, it could be whatever. If it's podcast, if it's content, it doesn't matter what it is. But having a community element to that thing, I think that's huge. I also want them to be really good at making decisions, like good decisions.
So how do they model? How do they see
So
that?
I think So I think by me making my decisions, but also
Bringing them on board.
bring them on board and
Yeah,
also
bro.
walking them through
Clear.
how to make these decisions as well.
Clear.
That whole aspect of decision making, like, there's one aspect that I really want to. I definitely want to be there before I have kids, but it's like for them to be able to make healthy decisions.
Yeah,
when it comes to like in general healthy decisions like that don't harm me, whatever, but like specifically also like healthy in terms of food intake and all that kind of stuff. And it's like not out of like fear of like I don't want them to be like tracking macros and stuff, you know, in their lunchbox. But
They
it's
bring
like,
out their stupid scale like in the
but for them to-
schoolyard.
that's crazy. But for them, my fitness pal, and they're like,
Bro,
scanning the
they'll think your
barcodes.
child is a drug dealer, bro.
But like for them to actually be able to like understand, oh, this thing gives me energy. This thing, what you know what I mean? That kind of concept, and be like, oh, I actually don't think I need more energy right now.
Yeah.
I've had enough energy.
Man,
like,
at 27 figuring that out, bro.
no, like actually, like genuinely,
That's what I'm saying.
it's just crazy, right? And it's like, I've talked to so many friends about this, and it's like, just like our parents don't have an awareness of this.
Yeah,
It's just so because it's funny, like when some of our parents are university graduates or whatever, it was like they're full-on adults and they have no concept of this stuff. Right.
Bro, I was going to school with full Nutella lunch, bro. You know what I mean?
Nutella
Like, not that it's
sandwich.
bad or anything, but it's like,
Yeah.
but I think there's a whole thing that we can do,
Yeah.
and it wasn't just me. Like half of the school was coming, was having Nutella lunch,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm just like, I
I
think
get fat, bro. I was having healthy sandwiches, bro.
you
A
actually
lot
did
of
have.
them. You
You
might have
remember
had
me?
a lot of them.
It's true. I'll bring two. That's where I went
To
wrong.
be fair, you were hiding some snacks in the blazer, so
I had two of them, big boys too, man.
But yeah, I agree with that. I think it's all about modeling, like you know how you do things. But yeah, I really want them to make some good decisions. So when I'm not there, or they're at school, or they're at sports, or whatever it is that they're at, they have to make decisions themselves, right? But now they know how to make a good decision because they know what that looks like. They understand the thought process behind
I was
it.
gonna
as
say
well.
that's the crucial element about the decision making part and why
they're
bringing
not
them
with
on
you.
board, huh?
It's when they're not with you.
Yeah, oh, bro,
Yeah.
you know you're clear when they're not
Yeah.
with you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
But being able to even explain why you've made a decision
Yeah.
is the most important part of even the decision making process as well.
Yeah.
What age are we? Because I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a certain age where this all sounds good, but it sounds very like you're restricting your child, you're boxing your child, and I'm like, when do we just like let them just be a child?
I can't
like,
lie.
The decision, like you know, I'm not gonna hound you about decisions and you know food and all that. So I'm gonna let you be a kid, but obviously after a certain age.
Bro,
so
I
I'm
think
thinking
from
like,
8
what are we?
That's what I was
Thinking
thinking.
from 8,
What's
they
that
should be able to
age?
start making some good decisions.
Because it's
bro.
like,
Yeah.
I'm talking you full sentences.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
you know what I mean?
Because
Of
I'm
course.
imagining like, all right, let's say it's a Sunday evening. I'm making you a lunchbox. I'm like, hey, do you want this or do you want this? And they go, oh, I want this thing. And I'm like, all right, how come you want that? And they're like, oh, like they should be able to rationalize. Oh, because like the fruit's gonna give me a bit of energy, whatnot. This, like,
That one's red.
That's not impossible. Yeah, like, but it's like if my kid's going, I want more red things in. I'm like,
To be honest, he's so right.
Now
'cause
I'm boxing my kid in. I'm not
bro,
boxing.
yeah, I'm pulling the goggles, bro.
to be fair, there's like 10-year-old kids where you're like, do you want a banana? Do you want a, I don't know,
Yeah.
something super unhealthy? They're going to pick that. I mean,
Yeah.
but then it's not because they like it more, but it's also like, what did we teach them for the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Kids are funny as heck, though, man. Mawa's nephew, bro, 2 this year or 2 already, has an obsession with bananas now, bro. It's like kids are just goofy like that, bro. They
just pick a thing,
they just pick a thing, bro. I swear, the point in
He
time was
does.
juice, probably still is juice,
it
bro.
still is juice, for
Watermelon at a point in time. Now it's nana. Now you just have to be buying bananas every
All
shop
the time.
because your kid loves it. Like
All the
that's just.
time.
They're weird like that, man. But if they get to a
Yeah.
point of like being able to explain, I love it.
You do have to let them realize bad decisions, but like safe bad decisions,
Okay.
right? So it's like my niece. I think it was she didn't want to eat whatever. She wanted to eat chocolate and she wanted to eat pasta.
Yeah.
And so she put chocolate in the pasta, and we're looking at it and we're like, "Is that good?" It's like, yeah. But it's like there's within boundaries they make dangerous decisions.
Yeah.
And it's like that's the best way for them
That's
to.
the only way she'll know that she doesn't
yeah,
like
yeah,
it, and she won't
yeah.
ask
It
for
can't
again.
always just be no is how
Exactly.
I know that I don't.
Bro, she actually
Exactly.
tried it, man. That's nasty.
Yeah, I think it was chocolate and pasta. I'm pretty sure.
Chocolate and
Yeah.
pasta, bro.
Chocolate pasta.
Oh, have you said anything?
That's so funny. Sorry?
I was gonna say game, but did you say
I don't know.
what did the kids want to learn from you, man?
I don't know. I'm kind of like not on the fence on anything, but I do also want my kids to just be kids. Like I would love to be able to give them that soft life in terms of like they know, if I need something, like mum's there, like mum's gonna help me out, mum's gonna get it for me. Obviously not to the point where they're spoiled and they're like horrible kids and
Entitled.
not good to society. But it's like I don't want you to have to be a trailblazer as well. Not trailblazer, sorry. The person who has to run
Yeah,
for people.
sort it out,
I don't want
yeah.
you to have to do that. Like we're doing that now so that when they come into this
Yeah.
world, it's like, okay, what do you need? Like, what do you want? Like the conversation we had last time in terms of, some kids are actually wanted, they're planned, So like you guys are planned, and we're ensuring that when you guys are in this world, like things are going to be smooth, they're going to be good for you. Of course, you want to pass down those good morals and stuff. But I'm like, let kids be kids, man.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking for that age. I'm like, what age?
Yeah.
Of course, after like 13, there's definite, like, we're going to make sure that when you're out and you're with your friends, we know that you're making right decisions, even if things come to
Out
you.
with your friends, huh?
What do you mean? They can't be out with their friends at 13.
I think it always comes
When
back
they go
to
to a
this.
birthday in year 7, in year 8.
Yeah, that one's not even out with friends. I dropped you then. I'm probably also there.
Why are you
chaperoning.
there at 13?
Yeah, why are you there?
Like, what's the party?
I don't know. They're going to the movies. They're going
is
to
that-
like
Mall with their
arcade.
friends.
Yeah, sir. Look at you.
It
You're
is
not gonna-
scary
you're not
though,
gonna be-
because
you're not
the
gonna be
world is
there.
genuinely a lot more like being 13 now. You know things that we had no idea what these words were. At
Bro,
13.
I saw
Like you
this-
know about drugs, you know about sex, you know about that at this
Dog,
age.
world is cooked. Yeah, I saw this video just yesterday. A guy, a dad, was taking his daughter to the bathroom. He stood
this.
in front.
I've seen this.
Maybe he dropped her off into the women's toilets, right? So he stood out front. Obviously, is not going in. Another lady's coming in with a suitcase. She's like, "What the heck is this man standing around for?" Anyways, and then she goes into the bathroom as well. The lady with the suitcase. Now the dad's waiting for his daughter. Lady with the suitcase. Oh, so yeah, he's calling his daughter, calling her name. She hasn't come out yet. Lady with the suitcase starts walking out, and then dad's like, "What the heck?" He starts crashing out. Stop! I need to open it. Open it. Open it. She was, he's about to open it, and then his daughter runs out from the bathroom. So he thought the lady took the daughter because she was walking on struggle. Like he thought the lady took his daughter into the suitcase, right? And I was there thinking, I saw this. I said, first of all, I'm fighting my daughter. I'm calling your name. Answer, bro. I'm calling your name from the door. What's wrong with you, bro?
Vicky.
To be singing Peppa Pig,
I
bro.
nearly caught a manslaughter charge.
Bro. But then I'm like, is that how scary this world is, bro?
Yeah.
That's how on guard this dad had to be in that instance just then.
Yeah,
that
bro, to
he's
be honest,
like,
people-
open that suitcase now, bro.
Crazy.
I remember this actually happened like 2 weeks ago. I was driving somewhere. I was like, oh, let me just stop by Mac's real quick. Let me use the bathroom, right? So I used the disabled one, locked the door. And then the woman's one was just right across as well. So this lady walks in, literally dropped her daughter off as well. She's going, and then she comes back. Layla? And it started off that's the cops. I was just chilling, about to come out. Layla? It started car. Layla, where are you?
Life's scary.
I said, you right now.
Bro, I know you hurt.
And then I was like, how do I say that Layla's not here?
She's not in here, I promise. And now she opens it for sure, bro.
Bro, it escalated so fast, bro.
man.
And I was like,
Layla,
yo,
where are
yeah.
you?
People on
And then
guard,
later
man.
comes out, I was like, what are you asking me?
I mean, why didn't she answer? Like, just say something.
It's the same as that situation. It's like, what is she asking me like a
Yeah,
dad?
it's peak,
Oh,
bro.
man.
But the thing is, you can train. I think parenting really always comes back to the analogies I said one time. It's like pottery. Like at the start, you gotta be really strong with your hands and mold it, so that at the end you can just make details.
Very delicate.
right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you've been soft with your hands, at the end you have nothing to mold and to put details in. I think that like is tough because like even now like my niece is 3 and a bit. The other day I'm talking to her, I was just curious. I was like, hey, do you know your address? And she just says the address, and I was like,
Someone just asked.
Wow.
what?
Imagine someone else just asked that.
Yeah,
Like-
but it's like imagine she's lost and now she like someone goes like where
Yeah.
where
Wait,
do you
wait,
live?
wait.
Oh my!
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, how do you make your child make
Understand
a good decision?
authority,
You
understand.
get-
Yeah, all of this is hard, bro. Like parenting
Yeah.
is actually really hard. Like it's very
facts.
complicated. And now I understand the two. I can understand how one thing happens. The other thing is like you're an idiot. But it's like I can understand how you just become hyper protective.
Yeah.
Because you're like, this is so hard and dangerous and whatnot. It's like I'm just gonna pick the safest route, which is do whatever I say, right?
Yeah. Strict parenting.
I can not understand, but then the other swing of that is like, hey man, this is too hard. Just figure it out. But it's like they're a kid. Are you an idiot? Like,
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
right. You're right. So it's hard because like you teach
Yeah.
them these things, and then later on you find out that she gave this person the address,
Peak.
right? And they're like, "Well, why'd you do that?" Right? Because in your mind you're like, "Yo, like that's a," and then later on, but you're like, "How does she not know this?" Right? So it's
Yeah.
like, what is the balance? Because kids are honest as well. You know, they don't know when they should say something when it's like, you know what, you're a stranger, so I'm not gonna tell you that information.
I do because I heard it on one podcast where like a dad went to go pick up his son from a daycare, and they were taking ages to come out. And then when he came out, it was fresh, like diaper pretty much, right? And then the dad was like wondering, like, what the heck? Like, does that mean that my child are not being changed like all day? And then you all just try to like change them right now just because you know I was coming to pick up kind of thing. But then I'm like, I want to hear from my parents those little things that you need to kind of just, because I mean, who knows? Maybe protocol literally was like, as the children are being picked up, change them fresh at the end. Yeah. But it's like, to think like that or thinking that way, it's a switch that has to happen as a parent. Like and I want to hear from like my parent, our parents of like, what were these little mini things that they just start to be more aware of or like inclined to or attuned to just be on it. Yeah. Not like a scared and like anxious parent, but just like, bro, like, I don't know, man. Like one of them ones where your kid just comes home, you don't notice that maybe they smell different or something, bro. Yeah. Bro, who's been hugging up my kid the whole day? Do you know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
Do you remember the first time you ever hugged a girl in front of your parents?
Yeah, no, I'm actually mad at myself.
Bro?
Why?
I think I've said it before here when I was just too busy being cool. And I didn't go and have that play date at Jessica's house, bro.
Yes.
My mom was with Jessica's mom. Saying, yeah. She's like, yo, Daniel, do you want to like hang out with Jessica on the weekend? No. Ran around in a circle, bro. Running around the block, man. Had to give her one of these and she go home, bro.
Trying to act cool, then running around the block is crazy.
Wow, man. But it's even that's a funny thing for parents to witness, bro. Like, it's mad, man.
Crazy. On this whole, just because I remember, right? We might not even have content for it, but the funniest disses I've heard in school. So on the whole, like cartoons that we watched and stuff. I remember. So the reason I remember this is like, it's crazy how you'll hear someone say something in high school or so long ago, and till this day you see something related to that, and you just start
straight away,
right? So I'm in JB Hi-Fi yesterday in the morning, and I'm like, oh, let me just look at the pop toys because I like to collect them or not. And I see one that's, you know, the Thornberries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
it's
them.
Donnie Thornberry.
Yeah.
Right. And I just instantly remember, bro, there was this kid in school year below us, just had a big nose, big ass nose. Two guys getting in an argument once, like him and another guy. Someone goes, "Shut up, Nigel Thornberry."
Oh no!
When I tell you, 10 years on, I'm in the aisle at JB Hi-Fi and I crack up and I think about that.
Nigel Thornberry,
So
crazy.
I'm like, bro, it was ruthless.
No.
Like people would just say things.
I mean, I remember
People are mean.
when someone, I don't know what we're arguing about, and then someone called my mum Booker T.
No, see, that's crazy.
Right?
That's crazy.
And then I chased him.
Yeah.
But then I hit him with, shut up, go away, no one likes you anyway. It just came out of my mouth, right? And I'm thinking about that, I'm like, bro, like looking back, I'm like, bro, that was kind of funny.
Bro, like that.
Man,
Like, it's a
but
quality diss.
Man said, your mom's Booker T. Yeah. Like, my mom looks nothing like Booker T.
But that's
But
hurtful.
what a hurtful
Yeah,
diss.
Like the thing is, it doesn't matter if it's real or not.
Bro, what a rude thing to say to someone,
said
man.
his
Looking
mom
back,
is
I laugh,
Booker
but
T.
in that moment, I was gonna
That
choke
moment,
slam someone,
you
bro.
were choking that guy out.
Hey, yo.
There was,
I
there's
remember-
one guy whose mustache. Oh, do you have one?
Go.
There's one guy whose mustache, like, it grew normal except the middle didn't grow.
Oh no.
And he had a monobrow, and someone told him the middle of your mustache is through your eyes. Bro, till this day, I'll crack up about that one. The middle of your mustache is between your eyes. I said, goodness gracious.
That's
horrible.
rude,
That
bro.
is actually horrible.
What was yours?
Mine, because I'm not insecure about it anymore. But I used to be like, when I talk sometimes, my nose will like flare up and open up like very, very wide. And I remember someone once said, relax, you're sucking in all the air.
Bad day, huh?
I was
That's a
supposed to
bad
bang
day
them
in the office.
face.
And the worst part is you
'Cause my
breathe even
nostrils-
more in that moment.
What
do you
My
mean?
nostrils were just open wide. I said, yeah, you're rude. You're actually rude.
I got done when I had my alopecia face. Man called me world map. And they said the back of my head looked like a world map. Then they hit me with Dalmatians. The worst one was rice farm in the drought. They said the back of your head looked like a rice farm in the drought, bro.
crazy.
Goodness.
Year 5, and a girl that I thought was mad cute too told me to get a bra. Bro, when I tell you, I didn't even know how to reply. I was like, nah, well, like that's not good. That's not.
That's not very nice, is it?
Guys don't wear this, and you know that. And that's why this is more offensive.
She said, "Get
That's
a bra."
crazy.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what? You're still cute.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
But I'm hurting.
I hear this a lot, as even with like Sudanese, because we have very skinny legs, walking matchsticks,
Phew.
because our legs are just very skinny. So
They are skinny.
yeah,
lie.
so that one wasn't nice.
The one that was bad was because social media started this one was the "you so black you look purple." Bro, we had
No,
some.
I've
We had
explained
some
this
purple
before.
friends, bro.
we have to.
We had some purple friends that were getting done in high school. I remember this, man. School photos. Until you saw the photos, yeah. You kind of purple. Maybe violet. I'll give him violet.
No, 'cause, like, I think I've said this before. My parents' close friends in Qatar were Sudanese, and the guy once he's like, we've got like two. Mike straight.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like, we've got two types of black people in Sudan. It's like some are purple and some are red or whatever, or blue or whatever. He's like, it's like depending on how dark you are. Which I was like, I've never heard this other than that. And then
No, it's a
Apparently it's a
diss, man.
thing.
It's a
Yeah.
diss. I've heard it before. That's
That's-
I
that's-
don't like that one.
I don't want my kid to roast,
I
but I
don't
want them
like
to be able to
that
clap
one.
back a little bit when needed. But not in a way that ends you up having a word with the teacher. Like in a way that everyone goes, and then the person like, I respect it. Because I don't know. I don't want them to be bad mind person, but I want them to be.
Yeah. I remember getting
Part
told
of
off. This is year 5. It was lunchtime playing football, and something. I said, "What the hell?" And I didn't know that was like a bad phrase. And the teacher goes, "Oh, you can't say that, whatnot." And I was like, "Bro, like instinctively, I was going, what the hell?" And then I got in more trouble. I didn't mean it.
Okay.
Were any of you guys bad kids?
Bad
Speaking of raising kids, like, do any of you guys like actually bad? Like around the age of like 4 or 5, like. You know those kids that like actually menaces, like just
Yeah.
annoying to be around.
Like I wasn't bad, but I was very active, like hyper. So would constantly be doing stuff. Like I always say, how at the end of church, bro, we just start wrestling
That's wild.
That's why I'm
in the
laughing, bro. I
walkway.
remember getting wrestled in the house by a family friend, and I'm at the point like like a living room and the dining hall. And we're in the dining hall, and the lights went on. So we're in the corner, and it's dark, bro. When I tell you, I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm out, I'm gonna die. My parents are just laughing in the living room.
Bro, we used to dead ass be just getting each other into serious submission holds, bro. Just for some reason, I don't know why. And you remember this? We would just start scrapping after church.
And there was always one kid with long nails for some reason.
Oh, you get a scratch up. Yeah, nah, it was
I
mad,
never
bro.
got into that, man. I was like, nah, this one here.
I think that's what we were doing. So it's like it annoyed my parents, but we weren't being bad children. Like school didn't get in trouble too much. It was for
Yeah.
dumb things that I'd be getting in trouble in school. Like I jumped on a bench at break. I had to sit down with the assistant principal, bro.
But yeah,
Nah, the back, bro.
they said, "Hey man, you're kind of fat."
Nah, dog. The bench was bad quality.
Boy.
It was poorly made, poor workmanship, bro.
don't know
I sat
about
there with him.
that.
He's like, Daniel, now do you think this is good conduct in the school to be jumping on benches? I was like, bro, I actually couldn't take him serious. Bro. It was things like that.
I don't think I was a bad kid.
My sister was bad, bro. She would people with a shovel in the sandpit. Yeah,
Oh,
this one.
yeah, that's serious.
Crazy.
Prep. That's when I thought, whoa, we've going on our hands. We've got a YN on our
Got
hands,
away.
bro. Whoom, with the shovel, bro, in the playground. Yeah,
Touch my sand.
it was like that.
There is a age. There is like an age bracket where I'm not sure if I was a good kid or not. I think that's between.
17
I'm gonna
and
go
19.
harder.
17 and 19.
Nah. That's a bit old. I think that's probably like, let's say 9 to 14.
That's a
That's a
that's
big
a
chunk.
face.
That's a real face.
What were you doing?
I don't know.
You
That's
just
the
out
thing.
and about, yeah, a little bit.
No, like
just don't wanna
this is
listen.
the thing. According to my sister, right, apparently there's a point where I was bad.
It's mad.
No bad in terms of out there, but I think bad in terms of like,
I think that's that
Like
would be
your
a similar
behavior.
thing for me.
right, where it's just like, and I couldn't believe she told me some stories. I'm like, this doesn't sound like me.
Just rebelling.
Nah, it
This
is.
actually doesn't sound
But you
like
know what it
me.
is? You're not being bad. I think you're just being active. Because I remember
Yeah.
similar, right? Like there was a day where my parents were out went out somewhere, bro. So it was just myself and my sisters at home. My school friend is around the corner, so I bopped. And my sister came as well, actually. Bro, look at me, older brother. I brought my sister with me. And we went and started playing in his street. Dog, when I see my parents' car drive past, I say, yay. Me and my sister started legging it. Doom, doom, doom. We saw the car has parked. We're looking. We ran into the backyard. I went and lay down on the trampoline to try to act like I just been there the whole
we're
time.
tired, dude.
That's
Tired.
crazy.
So I walked back in. My dad said, "You think you're slick, yeah?" Laid into it. But I remember it was one of those ones where like you're like lying down.
Trying to fight it. Yeah.
Trying to fight it vibes, bro. It was those type of ones, man.
Stop, man.
Like I wasn't doing anything bad. I was playing in the street.
Yeah, but it's
like literally around the
dangerous.
corner, but it's dangerous. But it's like, yeah, instead of them to come and tell me the dangers
Yeah.
of da da da, I got my ass whooped.
That's not you being active. That's you just being a very disobedient child.
Is it?
Yes.
Because I'm
at
sure
that
if I
time,
played, I'm sure if I
disobedient
played in
child.
our street, that would have been fun with that.
guys had a
I just
trampoline?
ventured slightly.
So you were
That's pretty
disobedient.
good, actually.
That's all
the
that
fact
it is,
guys had
bro.
trampoline
You guys
is
had a
pretty
trampoline?
good.
Yeah, bro, loved it,
You
man.
didn't have one?
You know they used to be called jumpolines until he got one.
Goodness gracious.
This
I
guy.
own it, man. Had a good time at Ice Spice, man. Yeah. Hey, man. Game award, man.
Sure. I don't really have a game, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so next segment
So
or
I'd
what?
say yes. What the frick?
Should we next segment
I
that
think
thing?
so.
What? You actually don't have one? Nah, you actually
I can't be bothered doing it.
Hey, World War III.
Goodness
Mm.
gracious.
Let's get into it. We
I
want to do a
have
bit of state of
so
affairs.
Okay, so obviously everyone's seen that Zelensky and Trump sitting down with JD Vance, or the whole bunch of them in the Oval Office.
Yep.
And bro, like I don't think we've ever seen anything like this in terms of discourse been had in front of people, and it's the realest we've ever seen.
I was going to say it's so
politicians.
candid.
Yes.
It's the realest we've ever seen politicians, but it's scary what that means. There's so many different angles. Like I was just watching it, and I'm like, I don't like Trump per se, but just trying to be neutral about him, neutral about Zelensky. Also, someone that I'm like, I don't know how I feel about you.
Yeah.
And it's just like, has potential for such a mess because it just, I don't know. Like on one hand, I'm like, as an American, okay, because we
I was
actually have
gonna
to explain.
let's say this to the people. This is why this is important to you, and this is what's going on. vibes,
Okay. So basically, the way the conversation goes is, it is
Post Russia Ukraine war, or not post, but like during
it's
currently.
ongoing, and they're still trying to figure out solutions, whatnot.
Yeah.
Now, the way like that specific clip that's gone out when is the reporters ask questions, these guys reply, whatnot, and then JD Vance talks about how like some sort of amicable agreement is trying to be like formed and whatnot, and then Zelensky, who's the president of Ukraine, goes, JD, is it okay if I ask a question? Right? And then he asks like, what is this amicable solution that you guys are coming to?
Yeah.
Right? Because like since 2014 till now, it's like till 2022 or whatever, it's like this is all a mess, right? And it's like in a way, he's essentially trying to hold accountable the US for their involvement.
And
is how I see it.
He even asked, he's like, have you seen what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you been? He said, have you been
Right.
to
Have you
Ukraine?
been to Ukraine? Have you seen what's going on?
And then he goes, you guys are okay for now, but you'll like he's like, you've got your
Zelensky.
Yeah, Zelensky says this to Trump and Vance. He says you guys are okay right now, but you'll feel it eventually, right? When it's insinuating that the tides are going to turn and all this kind of stuff, and America's not going to be the superpower that it is, right? Now, this is where, regardless how you feel, I've got to give it up to a leader of a country, especially when you're in that position. You can never make yourself look weak.
That is
Right.
Sure.
beyond that. That is such a bold.
It's a crazy
statement.
thing to say to the people that you need help from.
It's a crazy thing to say.
Bec-
So this is what we've been going through. We've
Yeah.
been feeling this. We're on the front lines.
Yeah.
I've seen what's there. Have you been there? Have you seen
Yeah.
what's going on? And to be
Yeah.
like, you guys think you're okay now, but then soon you will feel the same thing that we're feeling.
tables
And I
will
think he
turn.
even said when other countries start trying to
approach you
to
kind of
approach
thing.
you,
Yeah.
he was insinuating
yeah,
people
he's like,
coming
right now
in.
you feel right because you got your ocean.
Yeah.
and everything, yeah. But I have to say this as well. It's like if my president, like if I'm American, my president's Trump, and he goes, "Hey, you can't say that. Don't tell us how we're gonna feel. We're gonna feel great." Like not gonna lie, that's like those moments where you've seen your dad speak to someone, you're like, "Hey, our family's protected."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to admit, like that's how a president should move, regardless how you feel, whatever. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. Then when he, like, because Trump ends up like essentially cutting him off around it, whatnot, and like going like, we've been trying to figure out a solution for you. You clearly have issues with Putin, which is like fair enough, whatever. But it's like this is one thing where I can kind of see why people like Trump, where it's like on a business perspective, he's good at breaking deals, right? And so it's like things like he quite practically goes, he's like, what do you expect me to do? Tell you, yeah, Putin sucks, and then go to Putin and be like, hey, Mr. Putin, like, let's get a good deal going. Like, how is he gonna like that? You know what I mean? And so he tells us, he's like, the way you're talking is what will lead into World War III. Like, that is crazy to just say out there like
World
that
War
because he's not wrong about it, but it's like you now, like clearly the presidents are talking about World
this.
War
World
III.
War III, yeah.
And like that is where, as a person in Australia, people in the world, whatever, it's like
Pay
this is where it's like,
attention.
okay, what the hell's
Like
going
how,
on?
like how do we
You're
get? Like
worried.
how do we
get here?
How do we get here? Like he was meant to go in and sign a deal.
Literally.
for the
Yeah, okay, yeah.
minerals.
So the deal was obviously to sign for US access to the minerals,
Minerals.
because
Yes.
Ukraine sits on some deposits, man.
Yeah.
Especially a lot of stuff it's more a lot of the minerals. I forgot what they call this particular class of minerals, but the ones that we use in a lot of technology as
Yep.
well. They sit.
Well,
on
so that's what all the Crimea stuff is about, pretty much, right?
what was that?
Crimea is the region that they're contesting, and that's where the war pretty much.
Oh, as in where the
Is that where all the minerals?
yeah.
Okay.
It all comes down to it's the minerals and the ownership
always
of
is.
this.
That's
yeah?
always what all these wars are
Bro,
about.
because no,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
one of these
yeah.
where like there's very few deposits in the world, and Ukraine is one of these.
Right.
And it's always funny because I think about places that hold deposits for stuff, and I don't know why I would just never think of that region in the world
Dude.
of having
have
deposits
that?
of oil or minerals. But like obviously you move further out, you get your oil. In Africa, you get a lot of the minerals and stuff.
Yeah.
You have a lot more of the renewable resources in your South Americas and whatnot. Bro, but Ukraine is sitting on a whoopty. So like literally the deal is to come and now say, yeah, US to have access into this. Bro, tell me how after this discourse, and I think this is where Vance kind of comes in and escalates things a little bit more as well, where he goes,
It's disrespectful.
it's disrespectful to be coming to the people. Have you even said
He said thank you. Yeah.
and Zelensky is like, bro, do you want me to literally do you want me to suck at what? Like, what do you want? I've
Hey,
said
can
thank-
I be honest? He should be sucking.
Do you think?
I think
350 billion?
That's his only way that his kid, like
But
what
this-
they said to him is true about like, hey, you would have lost your country within 2 weeks,
Yeah.
right? And then because he concedes, he goes, hey, to be honest, 3 days.
That's wild.
So like he knows what
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe that is what it is. It
high-key,
is that.
This is one thing where it's like again. The business communication thing of Trump, where I can respect it, where he's like, you don't have the fighting power, whatever, and he goes, you have brave men, but you don't have what. I'm like, oh, that's actually us. You see the conversation. It's not like I'm just gonna shit on all of your people.
what you
It's
got.
like, no, you have brave men, but you don't have anything to supply them with
Yeah,
all this kind
So
of
do you
stuff.
think this conversation should have been one that was had in private?
That's what.
And
everyone
because
was
it's
saying,
public,
yeah.
do you think it was more?
So I
Like-
don't think this would have all happened if Zelensky
If it was-
didn't jump in with, "Hey, I have a question for you, JD." Right. So this whole conversation would have happened.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think they would have been as hyped if there was no media around.
There's
there.
no one around.
I think because I think these are the type of crass conversations they have anyway.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
so it looks like the way I'd perceive it is like on Zelensky's end, it's like, you know what you're doing by asking this question, and you think you're going to strong arm your way into a better situation by doing this in front of the media.
Yeah.
But it's like, what do you think you're going to get out of it?
But that's the silly part on like Trump and them, because like, how dare you come and do this disrespect, in this very respectful space in front of our media? It's like, bro, you invited the media.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
You brought the media, bro. This is the part. I sent the second video even about. I don't know who the person was, but another guy who was asking, forget all of this, mate.
You wear
Why didn't you come here in a suit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that way. Wait, no, and didn't you hear what he said? Zelensky, this is what I was like.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just language, because my parents call it a
he means
costume
it.
as well.
He means it.
But I think he means it.
I think he means
He goes
it.
like, oh, when the war's over, I'll wear a costume like you guys.
I'll wear a costume. I might even wear your one. I'll wear a costume like yours.
And I was like, damn.
Bro, watching this, I was just like, this doesn't sound like the leaders of nations. This sounds like
Both?
old men on both sides. This sounds like old men,
And mobsters.
mobsters. Yes, it sounds like mobster conversations. Old men that are involved in business
And just playing with everyone's
and
life.
playing with everyone's lives, literally, bro. And that's why I'm like, this is something that's important to look at, because if this happens in front of camera, think about what happens behind the cameras, and think about how quick that turns into some of the external ramifications that we see, but no one ever realizes that it comes from the back. Because Zelensky, he walked out shortly after, didn't sign any of the, I think there were 2 deals, didn't sign any of them, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously Vance is saying, be thankful, be thankful. Zelensky goes on to X afterwards, I think it was, and says, I would like to thank the American nation. I would like to thank which I'm like, I don't know if he's taking a piss or being serious. But it's like,
Our presidents don't need to be tweeting, man.
No,
bro,
for real.
This is
I think
another
so as
problem.
well.
Like all these presidents tweeting and stuff, it feels so unserious. I understand that that's a mode of communication now that we have, but it's like It should be just from official accounts at POTUS,
Exactly,
at whatever. Like, we don't
exactly.
need the actual presidents
presidents
as
actually
social
sharing
media
their thoughts.
personalities.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, because Trump still isn't on X, I believe, or unless he is now.
I'm pretty sure
Okay, he is. But I think he
I-
That was
posted
the whole
on.
point
he
of
actually
Elon
made a
Musk.
post.
No, but it was on. It was on
purchasing it so that he
Truth.
can-
It was on Truth Social though, I think, which was the
No,
other one that he
The
was
Gaza
on.
video?
No. I'm talking. Whoa.
You guys didn't see this AI Gaza video?
Nah,
I
dog.
Trump
saw-
Gaza?
I saw.
What the
It's
heck?
on his Instagram and
And then
everything.
Elon
This makes no
reshared or
sense.
something like that. Retweeted
Like
or
what?
whatever.
This is the most dystopian thing in the world.
Yep,
So
yep.
basically, like, because you know how like they're gonna turn the Gaza Strip into a resort, essentially, right? Like, like Trump pretty much. Like, there was plans.
Why resort? I mean, why anything? Obviously, but that's so interesting.
I don't know, but it's
Rebuilt.
like there was plans and then like as in blueprints and whatnot before the war started.
Yeah, you see.
Right? And so it's like they kind of just needed a reason to clear this out, whatnot. And so and then Trump recently goes like, "Oh, we're going to turn it into like the Riviera of the Middle East," right? Which obviously the Riviera is just a
Yeah.
beautiful part of the South France, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so like then there's this AI video on all his accounts that's like Trump Gaza, but it's like super AI, but it's like people on the beach and this and that and like luxury cars
Like
and
balloons of his head. just
yeah,
people
like it's
walking
like
around.
He forced these.
bro, like I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it just feels like dystopian as you're like, what is
Does this make you
like
realize?
what is this? And now on this, so I'm fairly sure. You know, like again, disclaimer. I might have the facts a little bit wrong here, but his son-in-law is heavily invested in the construction company that's involved with that thing, right? And so it's like this is all mass like corruption and
I wouldn't put it past him.
it's all very, very.
It's very interesting because when I was
Very
watching
messed
the videos and I'm watching on different platforms as well and just seeing what everyone had to say about it, I've never seen everyone like people so divided on this interview. You know, it's almost like
how people feel.
are we watching the same thing? Number one, you got people saying like Trump biggest embarrassment to our country.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is, and then you got other people saying that's right.
expose Zelensky for what he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
expose Zelensky's greed and he just wants more money. That I was just like so. We're not even on the same page.
I mean,
Legit.
but I think those two things are definitely true. At the
Exactly,
same
yeah,
time, you
which
know what I
is-
mean?
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, so who's right? Who's I don't know.
Well, this is what I was saying in terms of all this corruption and whatnot that goes on in the world, and obviously is a lot more rampant. You know, this is the thing. This is the real problem. Corruption has not increased, right? The blatancy of it has. These guys don't give a heck anymore. You know what I mean?
in front of the
There is
cameras.
no, and it might be because of how much our world we continue to focus on ourselves a lot more.
Yeah.
You know how pastors get in their bag, iPhone, you know what I mean? iPad, all of that bag, right? But because of how much everyone is just trying to cut through for their family, bro, we're not riling up. Like there's no collective outrage. Like there's that collective outrage.
You know what it is? We
but
don't
to a
know
limit.
what to do. How,
And
what
yeah,
do you
maybe
do?
and that's what I was
do you
about, that's
do?
the question I was going to
Because
say.
even
Do you
this
feel
whole thing,
crippled?
like I hate like watching this and then conversation about World War III and stuff, and I'm like, well, where do I go? Because if the World War starts, I can't go anywhere but
But
the
even
world.
beyond that, are you meant to go anywhere? You know what I'm saying?
But what like? But
Like,
I don't want
right now-
But I don't want me and the people I love and the people that I don't even
Yeah.
love, but I know are innocent to die.
To
But it's like that's
what
what's gonna
change
happen.
are you supposed to do though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you supposed to be able to do until something happens? Like, what? Bro, these are conversations beyond our
Like-
years.
Yeah,
We have to fray, man. We,
like
can-
that's actually all you can.
we have to fray, bro. We have to band together and just pray, bro.
Because it's so crazy that this one person is making a decision over everybody else, and everyone's like, "Damn,
and
bro,
it
why?
affects everybody.
Why?
too.
Why? We don't want this."
Bro, but it was such a visual, man. JD, Vance, and Trump just look like the jocks in high school.
Yeah.
And Zelensky looked like he's not a
Bro,
nerd.
they took his lunch money.
They took his
But yeah, but
lunch
they were saying
money
they
a
were
little
bullying
bit.
him. Yeah,
It was, and I'm just
But
like, what do you mean?
It's that thing. Like they're on home ground, and you can't come here and make us look foolish.
Of course.
It's a very tough thing. Where it's like, I'm not saying that they're good people, but it's like that's how the conversation has to go.
But it's
Unfortunately.
also Trump. I don't think you can make Trump look foolish. Like he
Yeah, he's-
will
yeah,
not
bro,
let
he's good at
anyone.
talking, bro.
He will not let anyone clown him like at all.
no, Zelensky. You're not going to do that here in this very
No,
respectful
for real.
Yeah, man.
when he did the show,
Bro,
I was like, "Damn."
I started looking at these goofy videos of how he does his shake and then hits them all with the pat, the Trump shake. Haven't you seen? Watch these videos. There's so
he
many. You
pulls
get
them
them,
in, right?
pull them in,
And then
turn,
rotate, yeah.
and then
Oh,
pat.
wow.
I'm like, my.
you
Was that
Wait.
interaction between him and was it the French?
Macron.
Yeah. How they're like getting all touchy. Have you guys seen the
I
videos?
think I've seen
Oh,
this.
because they also had like a conference thing. It was
Yeah.
the funniest thing. They just kept
There's,
touching.
bro,
Look at
there's
how they-
another one of, I think it might have been governor of maybe Texas, I think. I don't know. I don't even know if they have governor. They must. Trump's trying to do his pull, but the governor,
do
he's already
pull back,
anticipated as well.
and they're doing this here.
You know that finger trap thing?
Oh,
He just seen him like, Trump's like, okay. Trump didn't know what to do, bro. He started fixing his pants afterwards.
Crazy.
Bro. It was madness, man.
Yeah.
Should we mark? Okay, you got some?
No, on this whole French president thing, have you guys heard this Candace Owens like research she's doing into the
Like-
Brigitte Macron, like the president's wife?
no.
I didn't know that
So
one.
the president's wife is the one that was his teacher. You guys know about this?
I've heard- yeah,
so she
yeah.
was his teacher, but she met him when he was like 13.
Yes.
I think like they
Yes,
started dating
yes.
when he was like 17, 18, something like that. But apparently, again, I can't confirm this or whatever, but Candace's whole claim is that the French president's wife was actually born a man, right? And apparently she has some sort of evidence and she's like full on researching it. And the French thing have like continuously like tried to get her shut up about it, like as in like pretty much insinuating that they're going to sue, defamation, this, that, but they don't actually go forward with anything kind of thing. And then apparently there's something recently where they've offered her $4 million plus $50,000 a month for the rest of her life to shut up. Right?
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I heard. And I'm like, oh, that's a crazy number.
That means there's
To be
something
fair,
there.
Bro,
I
I'm
would just
they-
take it.
Bro, they're gonna kill this woman if she goes out with it.
I'm
I would
taking it,
take
bro.
it. Yeah.
But because then there's I don't know what it does for his presidency, but maybe there's clearly a greater level of corruption somewhere. But it's like that's a pretty bad look if like your president has been groomed by a trans woman from the age of 13. I don't know what the bad look is, but it's not a
But
good
they're trying to
look.
fight for
them, it
some.
would
'Cause
be
also,
for
like,
them.
Lie, like you take like as another president of another country, like bro, I'm ready to go to war with you. If that's your story, give me France. bro.
Zelensky having fun.
I'll take it bad.
He having fun in that
If Zelensky
conversation.
finds out that was Trump,
What?
hey, brother.
Zelensky, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, she's also doing this full-on expose deep dive, whatever, into
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein.
Oh,
And
Candace?
yeah,
Bro,
apparently
I can't
she's
lie.
been
Bro,
Crazy, man.
Candace
I
is going
think-
on everybody.
Hey,
The Black
hey.
Lively and the Ryan thing.
She was cooking.
Oh,
She's
I
cooking.
wish we knew more about that topic, but that's it's
But
a
that-
juicy
Oh, no,
topic.
I was
That Justin
watching
Baldoni thing.
Yeah, I was watching
I've
legal
been
proceeding type vibes. all
Bro,
of that.
I went on the website that he's created.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Like
bro.
that's just his resources and
Yeah.
stuff. The voice notes that exist.
Interesting.
it's
And like, bro, this what's Blake Lively's husband, Ryan Reynolds?
Reynolds,
That's
yeah.
a bad man, bro.
Nah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
looking
yeah,
good,
yeah.
man.
It's looking bad, and this
The-
Baldoni guy's looking like insane. Like the feminist that he says he is what he
And the
is.
galleys
And
are
they don't know what
loving
to
it.
No,
do.
on what I'm on my side, it's flipped.
Oh.
It's flipped.
Oh.
He's the bad guy in this
man.
side. Yeah.
Who you? I
No
think
one
I
knows.
think
It's
it's all depends
crazy
on who you
right
follow
now.
TikTok.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that's
Me-
true. That's true.
But he was saying some stuff in them texts, though, man. As in,
First of all, this is something
Blake was
with like
on it.
actresses and actors and that dynamic of like
intimacy.
your
it's
intimacy,
different.
and now you're texting at 2
Right,
a.m.
2
because
a.m.
of different states or whatever.
2 a.m.
I'll lose
But
my
apparently,
mind.
because Blake sent him a message at like 1 a.m.
Oh no, Blake was on it. We know.
That's what I'm saying.
Blake was
So then
on
now
it,
he was
bro.
like, okay, cool. This is a long message. Let me reply to this, but it's 2 a.m.
Hey, I want you just in.
Oh, God.
Oh, you make that up or she said
I
that?
said it.
Okay, I say, yo, Blakey.
But yeah, apparently, bro, yeah.
It's a
You
lot
just see
going
what
on.
happens there, but yeah, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
bro.
that was
Bro,
interesting.
bro, people are moving mad on presidential level. People are moving mad individually. Like, what the heck is going on, man? I was gonna say, because we were talking about this before, and I don't know how much I really wanted to go into it, but actually, yeah, you put it as a topic. Narrowing down to just Melbourne now, and where we can probably try to hopefully have some intervention. Melbourne is wow.
Oh,
We're not getting most livable city in a long time.
Nah, it's impossible.
not.
Impossible. I don't think we're even top 10 at this point.
Oh, that we didn't make
In
top
a
10.
long
Now I gotta
time.
check what we were in.
I pray we do. I pray for change. Hope for change. I would love to see us back up there. But bro, this city
It's getting
is going
crazy, yeah.
mad. Yeah. This city is going mad. Like, I forgot who. Oh, I might have actually even been at maybe it was church. Yeah, no, it was a service we went to recently. I don't know. I heard it in a church setting, I think. Someone was like, it's rare to go a week without hearing something happen. And I was like, oh, snap.
Oh, it's Joshy. Shout out to Joshy.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was
Preached a
like,
great
is it church?
message.
It's crazy that there's a flip of like, it was rare to hear the crazy thing.
And now
it's rare to go without.
Yeah.
Madness.
I think they need to update the stats because Melbourne is sitting on number 4 in 2024.
I'll take it.
Yeah, bro. Or just 40.
The most livable city in the world, sitting fourth. Yeah, man, it feels like.
But maybe the rest.
But to be
of the
fair,
world
when you
is
look
peak.
at the word livable, you're also looking at like what is the average income.
Yeah.
Bro,
Last time I
average
looked,
income,
it was
healthcare,
75,
100%.
$78,000
all this
at that time. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is now.
Crime has increased.
But yeah, I get, so I can
Clearly,
understand.
crime has a very low weighting on this system that they use.
What is the average
Yeah.
income? Yeah, so I get it.
It's tough. We are a major city. So it's like naturally crime will
Biggest
go up
city,
as
yeah.
numbers go up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it just feels very hectic to where it's gotten at this point.
yes.
Like, and I don't know what the management of that looks like. And I also think our premier and stuff, like, what's her name?
Jacinta.
Side note, my mom doesn't know nothing.
This guy's like, what's her name?
My mom doesn't know anything when
Yeah,
it comes to
yeah,
whatever.
Jacinta Allen.
Yes.
Yesterday, she's talking about the the prime minister. She's like, "What's his name? Banizi?"
Banisi.
I love it.
And I was like, "All right, man."
I mean, yeah, literally. I mean,
Jacinta
what-
Allen, bro, get your gig together, bro.
a major, I mean, yeah,
Are
major
you
city
rubbish
is
at
literally defined by having at least 1 million people.
Bro, we
So you
got
think
6
about
times
us,
that.
we are.
Jacinta Allen, you are rubbish. Get out of here.
Jacinta.
She look good in a hard hat though, man. She walk
Good
around
in
with
a
that
hard
hard
hat
hat
because I
and
want to conquer, bro. She needs it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What's the steps for the city, bro?
Hey, what was the thing that you sent? Something about a primary school? Is this in relation to the crime thing?
Yeah, I mean, this is under Jacinta Allen's
No, see, there we go. There we go.
leadership. So what
Idiot.
they're
Something
trying
hit her without the hard hat, bro.
what they're trying to do
Mad.
is they're putting up to 50 high risk offenders into like state schools. So people who have committed, burglaries, home invasions, just crime involving weapons and stuff, who are currently wearing ankle bracelets, putting them into schools with other children. So children who have no affiliation to like any of this type of crime or anything, they're going to be amongst those type of kids. And I said, what the heck? Firstly, why? Like, why would you come and say, okay, these, let's just say criminals who have, committed these crimes, who are wearing ankle bracelets for a reason, because they need to be tracked. Their every step needs to be tracked. Why would you now say we're going to put them into schools with other kids in the same classroom?
Yeah, you know how scary that would be if you're like actually a good kid and like you just look
Exactly.
over and like there's a kid that's got an ankle monitor and just
Ankle
like
monitor,
staring
yeah.
at you, tapping their pencil.
I guess one angle of it that maybe this is why they're trying to do so, and I'm going to just open it up to find out.
It's because they're saying education is important.
Oh,
and
okay,
we
well
need
then,
to- we need
that's
to- we
that's
need
dumb
to
then.
educate
Well, then
the
they've
kids
messed up
again.
because I
That's-
thought it
Mind
was
you,
going to
these
be.
are the kids that don't go to school.
Exactly. That's
Like
the,
as
what's
in,
the point?
you know what I mean? Like now
Yeah.
you're forcing something that is beyond.
They don't care about it already.
Yeah,
to
like as
begin
in-
with.
I don't know, man.
I thought it was going to be around some elements of this
Like
stigma.
rehabilitation and stuff.
Stigma rehabilitation kind of
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because that you can slowly. I'm willing to listen to. Education makes absolutely zero sense considering that there's a
Online schools, or,
online,
like, again,
but
mind-
within
yeah.
the facilities, within the centers,
Yeah,
you
there's a
can
lot, yeah,
educate
100%.
within that. So it
Are
makes
we just understaffed in everything?
I think it's an extreme.
Police,
there's an extreme
nurses,
understaffing.
Community workers. Like, what is going on? And also, why aren't we hiring more people then?
No, people don't want to do the work
Yeah,
because
no
the
one's-
compensation for the amount of effort.
Fair.
That's
That's-
why they're in the streets, bro.
Yeah.
That's why they're striking and painting their cop cars and ambulances, man. Like
Yeah, legit.
people are saying, what we're dealing with now
It's actually way beyond the job.
is way beyond
It's
what
way
you're
beyond the job.
compensating.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like think about this. If let's say the job has no stresses, right?
Yeah.
So right now, you're a teacher and it's actually beautiful.
Yeah.
That means nothing if your pay still doesn't actually allow you to meet up with cost of living standards,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now
Now, on
you
top
tell
of
me
it,
that
my
the-
job's gotten harder. And I can't afford anything with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
like,
that's
for
what
what?
I'm saying.
Man.
You see what I'm saying?
For
Because
what?
even if it looked like 10, 15 years ago, like teachers, they're literally just focused on helping you understand a particular
Students.
concept. That's
Yeah.
it, right? But now, even for me, when I'm talking to friends who are teachers, it's like they're trying to.
Make this a good human being first.
Yeah.
There's too much they have to focus on,
Bro,
their
can you-
behavior, right,
Yes.
bro? Before I can even teach you ABC, I have to teach you how to be a good. I have to teach you how to listen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And if you think about it, when we went to school, just like they say the clap ones, we'll clap ones. That was the attention.
Right, yeah. A teacher did this.
Pop, pop,
Did this,
pop, pop, pop.
I
zoom, right?
Yeah.
But now it takes like 10 minutes to just get the
Goodness. So what can you even
group.
teach in terms of content? Nothing.
You can't. And for me, I know this because like I go into these schools myself as well, right? So I'm sitting there like, man, try to get their attention. It's taking me like 10 minutes.
Bro,
already.
it's funny though, man. Because, bro, when I'm there, I bring the wrath of God.
But see, this is the thing, because Daddy was like,
I bring the wrath of
Daddy
God.
was
And they
like-
love it. The kids are drawn to
no,
it,
they
though.
love it. But bro, this is the thing, right?
What?
Like, because you're not a teacher.
I know, yeah.
Right? And number one, like, it's very different dynamic in terms of like who they are as a person, right? Daniel has this loud voice.
Yeah.
I remember one time we had Cap and these kids did a madness, right? They yelling, they were just
Did a
going crazy.
madness.
Bro, how many were like 80 kids in
Yeah.
the room? Daniel comes like, yo! Bro, I've never seen
Everybody
the group-
quiet!
Everyone quiet, bro. I've never seen
Shoot.
Bro, I've never seen the conventions, bro. No one said a word. I was like, oh my God. I was like, bro, for 10, 15 minutes straight.
I left the room.
The guy left the room and there was no facilitators. The room was still quiet. I was like, yo, right? But I can understand how that could cause a bit of
Yeah, they can't do that.
It's
You
extra.
can't do
it
that.
could cause a bit of complications when a
Yeah.
teacher
When
can
you, if
actually
a teacher acted that way.
can't
Yeah, no,
act
you
that way.
can't.
Nobody can't yell the
a
word.
teacher has to
Just
be able
bunch
to
of
act
stuff.
that
Right?
way.
Well, now, can you
They'll
imagine
get
on
dragged.
top of all of this, and you're dealing with a kid that's an ankle monitor or whatever, and then you get one kid's pronouns wrong, and now like they're yelling
Like
at
I
you.
said, I'm dealing with
Like,
all of
after
this.
all of this, and one of them goes, "I'm actually they."
Packed up, bro.
Brother,
It's disruption.
you think that's bad?
Everything
I'd
is
lose
just
my mind. I'd actually
Listen
lose my
up,
mind.
they.
I would quit. I'm taking whatever money I have. I'm gonna go live in the
This is
Philippines
the
for
part
4
that
years.
lost
and
me.
that's it.
Yeah?
I said Philippines.
Did you know?
God, I know that's respect. though.
There's a student that dropped a teacher, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, we
I've
bro,
seen that
on the
videos.
oval in our school.
I know.
Yeah, we saw that.
Bro, and the thing nowadays, to be in high
That's
school.
how I lost my homeroom teacher because he dropped him back.
He dropped him back.
He dropped him
But see
back.
that, like,
bro.
this is where it's ridiculous. Like, because it's like when this is where parents are trashy when they're too entitled about, oh, my kid, my kid, my
Yeah.
kid.
Bro,
Exactly.
parents aren't even, bro.
They're not
So
even
many
involved,
parents aren't
yeah.
even involved,
Yeah.
man. They're trying to meet up with the standard of living too.
Of course.
Because, bro,
Bro,
because
they're
we're in high
sick
school.
of getting the letters of my kid this doing like
Hey, guys, we're actually doing gated community.
bro, I believe that these parents are literally going to their kids most of the, yo,
Like,
what's
please
up?
stop.
Well, yeah,
please
what's
stop.
going on?
But then they
Yeah.
can't
They
take
can't,
it further because, bro,
Please stop, but I have to go to my fourth,
I have to-
my fourth shift today. Right?
No.
And
I've done 4 8-hour shifts today somehow.
Please stay in the house today.
It's 32-hour shift I've had in 24-hour day.
Bro, I actually don't know what I actually don't know what the next phase is gonna look like in terms of for teachers for the next 5, 10 years.
Because now it's going to deter people from going into learning
Into
teaching.
learning,
bro.
into
Yeah.
learning
I think
And that's what's
police
gonna
and-
happen because
Bro.
the work number one is like you either have to add a lot more for their pay,
Bro.
right? And number two, they have to add a lot more like behavioral management stuff as well. Like
Oh.
there's a lot more that goes.
It's
into
the
teaching
heroes.
now.
We have no community. We're growing them, but there's no community heroes, bro. That's what it is, yeah?
No, but to be fair,
me
what
cook.
hero did you have?
Huh?
What
Yeah,
hero did
that's
you
just-
have?
No. We didn't need heroes then because our parents were that for us. We have present parents, bro. All right? Or present uncles. The pull up. That's what I was talking about on Talking Trophies episode, where uncles were able to pull people up. Like kids were able to look up to someone and understand and respect. No
Okay,
respect now.
Okay, but like you think all these kids are going to look up to this one person that
No,
they
no,
can't
no.
even
So
touch?
no, it's not a one person thing. When I say heroes, I'm bringing it right back down, and you can attest this yourself. You too, actually. In terms of within community heroes, right? That person that put on every kid to make sure that they got into that
Yeah,
school
yeah.
scholarship program, that made sure that they went to that camp over the school holidays. We don't have those type of heroes anymore. All these spaces or facilities, it costs too much. People are burnt out. There's no money that goes into this for people to be able to do it, right?
Yeah.
These heroes can't exist anymore. Like we went to the wedding of the guy that
Aiden, yeah.
yeah, and
Bless his soul, bro.
what was it was a cold sale or something?
Yeah, we had sales like Saturday school, but they put a lot of our Sudanese kids into schools with full like ride scholarships, like full
Pumped
scholarships.
them
So
in
that
there,
made
bro.
it easier for parents. It made it easier for the kids. You know, like your parents are not now having to scrabble to try and get money to pay for your tuition. It was paid off, and then on Saturdays on top of that as well, they provide a space
Everyone
for
comes
you to
together.
come. They give you lunch. They help you with your homework, and you just get community. Yeah, we don't have that anymore.
And that's what I'm saying.
don't
Like
have
this is what
that.
we're trying to like probably try to build or get into more. One, now there's more capital.
Of course.
and wiser
It's
ideas
not-
within community
yeah.
is building now. Like all of this costs money. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. You can't do it if you're doing it for free. Like you're burning yourself out. And I think that's what's happened.
And you just quit.
I think that's literally what's ended up happening in the past 18 years. Has been just burnout, bro. So if we have these spaces and these heroes come back up, it changes
really does
everything.
all fall back towards that thing of like us losing that sense of community and the family
Pack it
dynamic
up.
not being prioritized
Pack it
by the society that we live in
Yeah.
is what's actually packing all this up.
Bro, because kids are forming their community online, and
Yeah.
you don't know who
And
you
you
bump
don't know-
into.
Yeah.
You have control over the community around you. I know that I know what Carlos is about, and I know what his son gets up to because Carlos knows.
Yeah.
So therefore, I know what Carlos' son is doing too. Like, well, we've got eyes, bro.
Yeah.
I'm able to pull up Carlos' son when I bump into him at Coles. He's not doing any mad stuff, but I'm
Yeah.
able to pull him up.
But hey,
When I
that's
bump
actually
into
facts.
I can't pull
that
up
feeling.
I can't pull up freaking Jeffrey's son
yeah.
that he lives near High Point, bro. But my kid is linking him. No, he's not. God forbid. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know what he's up
You
to.
don't know what he's doing.
Crazy.
For real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
We don't have that. Yeah. Damn.
Scary stuff, man.
Bro, so hey, man, yeah, I
Hopefully,
think,
by the time our kids reach that point where they're in school,
bro,
Do you think it's going to get better?
I really do.
Because I don't
mean,
think society gets better. I don't think society ever gets that much better. And the only reason I say that is because like every year there's more education around like let's say sexual crimes and things like that. And every year the stats on like SA and rape and whatever keeps going up. So I'm like, what's going on? Clearly education is also not the solution. What the hell
I
is
don't know.
happening?
It's tough. This is the thing, yeah. In this world, you have trials and tribulations. In this world, there'll be wars and rumors
Yes.
of wars. There'll be earthquakes. So I've grown up with that
Mentality that
with
it's
that
gonna
mentality
get worse.
first.
Yeah.
Because that's what you hear in church space, whatever. Like I've grown up with the
yeah.
mentality of this does not get better, and that is why there is a need for this to get wrapped up.
Yeah.
That's why everyone says, Jesus, come back now, because that's what's meant to change, right? So I've grown up with the mentality of like that does not change, but I think I don't know. It maybe our attention just. It's the each one teach one kind of mentality. Like our attention might need to be focused on doing that because I think even we drop the ball there, and as soon as you drop the ball there, then everything ultimately crumbles as well. I think we minimize the power that we actually do have when we're able to actually, what's the word here? When we're actually able to input and invest into what's around us and what we can reach. Because I think so many of us get caught up in everything else that the first place you're going to take your hands off is outside of what is within your own circle of influence, right? Like things are going crazy and we're trying to cut through with that for our own family or for ourselves. Why should I be putting priority on how everyone else is moving? Let me build myself up.
Yeah.
So again, it comes back to that. Because we've had to focus attention so much on self, everyone's hands are off a little bit. Bro, if everyone's hands are off, what do we think is going to happen?
I think
Kids are running amok.
Yeah, I think it would definitely take time because I think how it got here, it would have been
Took
from
time
what
as well.
we did from 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Where it's like people say, okay, I'm going to let go. You don't see that straight away. When someone lets go, like someone says, I'm going to let this go, you're not going to see, let's just say diet or whatever it is. You're not going to see the result of that
effects,
tomorrow. Or the effects of that tomorrow, right? So I think parents, not saying letting go, but not very active, right? You don't see that the next day, right? So it's like it started off, when they let go, this kid's in grade 6, and then year 11, now they're not in school. But look at that gap, though.
Yeah.
You not being that active slowly goes. They go to online. From online, they go to linking up. Now you actually have no clue where they're at, right?
Are we being real? We all know when we say it.
Are we being real?
There needs to be stricter
Punishments.
punishments for
There needs to be
there needs to be
actual punishment that causes deterrence.
Should I say it, bro? I
No.
want the facility. Okay, no.
That you're talking about.
My facility, bro.
Keep that one in the back. Keep it in the back burner. Keep it
Yeah,
in the
that
back
one you're
burner.
gonna lose.
I was like, hey.
Bro, that's one of the ones that's been bubbling up. Mom says, remember AYA, man. You
Yeah,
gotta.
bro. Leave that one. Leave that one.
I don't know, man. Yeah, but
It's tough,
at least I think there is a more of an attention on it from people around us and everything that's going on. So I think when that is the case, like as soon as we stop talking about this, or everyone gets a little bit, what's that word, man? When everyone feels a little bit more crippled.
Can I
or
tell you
there's-
what's
or
going to
there's
make people
apathy
feel more crippled and scared? But
or make people feel more crippled.
yeah, but we have to bleep it out because I actually don't want anyone to get ideas.
Okay.
Because they're not checking them for anything. They're not like patting them down. Do you have anything on you? Unless we get metal detectors in schools now.
Which can
But
I be
then-
honest?
Nah, but see, it's,
No,
it's,
but then
the,
now
it's the
we're-
string.
It's the quality of life. Yeah, I know.
the
Everything
shoestring,
goes down,
bro.
but
And that's the thing. I think the not grace, because grace. No, I was gonna say the grace we have to give the decision makers, but I think some of them honestly are just
bro,
dumb.
some of them have an interest in this.
But yeah, literally. But I think the consideration that needs to be looked at is it's such an intricate, multifaceted angle, because just within this conversation alone, we've spoken about standard of living in terms of like parental supervision,
Yeah.
teacher support. We've spoken about pay. We've spoken about community and community avenues. Dog, do you know how many government departments
are required. But see,
to build this thing up?
But yeah.
How many programs need to be implemented? Because I think about it now, like the reason we have a whole community angle is because teachers are saying there's a problem. Come in, we need you to run a workshop or implement this program within the school. Half the time I'm like, bro, what do you mean program? Like, when did school become this?
When did they need this?
When did, like, because I couldn't tell. Maybe they did it in such a way I couldn't even recognize.
No, when we were in school, it wasn't.
We were not like, bro, well-being coordinator. Who's
I
that?
remember one session that was anything like this, and it was a lady, which is very surprising because it was a public school.
Yeah.
Came to our year 12 camp and told us about the effects of porn.
Yeah, man.
That was the
But that's the
closest thing.
closest,
That's
yeah.
the closest thing that we had to, and she was from a Christian organization.
Bro, we used to have RE in my public school, bro.
bro.
RE
People were
in my
singing,
public primary school, bro.
What is it?
Crazy.
He holds the whole world in his hands and everything, like in public schools.
Yeah. It's not like that anymore. Schools.
I mean, we stray further and further from God every day, man.
Yeah.
Not we.
Clearly, there's consequence for that, right?
But, has to be, bro.
Not even consequence in terms of God doing it. It's like
There's consequences.
Left to your devices, bro.
Literally, we're left to our devices, man. A city divided against itself will crumble. Boom. That's
Do you think we're missing something?
God.
No, obviously, but like we, the people who are witnessing this stuff, like if you're on the other side and let's just say you're listening to this conversation, do you think there's a potential for them to be like, you guys are missing something?
No, what I think is
You're
like us.
like
we're missing
like
something.
the criminals.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What are we saying? What are we
who's
saying?
us?
I honestly think they hear this and they go, ha,
No,
scared.
literally.
Like-
but I'm even thinking like, do they listen to this and then they're like, you guys are missing something.
Like this is
Like,
why
you're not
we're like this.
thinking- Yeah.
Can I be honest?
Like
I
something
think
needs
that
to
I
change.
think there's this because the thing is like, and this is one thing that's dangerous with the media is that this is actually not a racial issue anymore.
No, it's not.
Every single ethnicity is the problem right now.
Yep.
Right?
We have
Like
all of the
every
acai like wars
Bro,
going on, the
everything.
tobacco,
Yep.
the this, the that. So it's
Yeah,
like
and
literally
and
different.
even when it comes to the youth
Yes,
of every single
yes.
community is
Running amok.
running amok, right? And so it's like
Who's good? Indians. I ain't seen too many Southeast Asian. At least Indians.
No, yeah.
I feel like I hear stuff.
Okay, never mind. Everybody's packed up. As you were.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know. But like, I lost where I was at.
It's
Just everyone.
They're all bad.
Just everyone.
You're saying everybody.
That's
got
here
it.
at the same time.
We're all bad.
Everyone's bad. I think there's this problem that's happening now because, like, obviously the Aussies are also bad, but with everyone else, just naturally because we're the immigrants in this country and stuff, I think there's this desire to always blame trauma, but amongst a lot of these young people, they actually don't have first-hand trauma, right?
Yeah.
Now, does that does the trauma of their parents, whatever, have some impact? Well, absolutely. But there's a lot of young people now that are creating their own trauma, right? And so when you say, is there a thing where they go, you don't understand? It's like, there may be in that they go, you don't understand, like my homeboy got killed. So now I have to whatever.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
my sister got jumped
So
or
I
my
gotta
whatever.
retaliate.
Right? But it's like, like this is all artificial. And I don't know what the solution is. Like, how do we not let that get out of hand? Because it's like that feeling for revenge and whatnot, that is natural. Now, where it gets crazy is like when it's actual civilians.
Yes.
Right? Like the stuff we
innocent
heard about
people.
this past week and whatnot, like devastating, right? It's like,
Very.
like just regular people or like the mom at the car wash or whatever. Like, I don't know if we're trying to put details out there, but it's just like, that's where it's like, okay, now with like people are choosing that lifestyle. And that is where I'm like, I don't get this.
Yeah, no,
don't
for
get it.
sure.
And I don't know what the
Sure.
solution is, but it's definitely not with Jacinta Allen. So she needs to get out of here.
There's
She
an
gots
election
to
on the way.
go. She got to go.
Actually, no.
Election is on the way, man.
Yeah, like you said, the most recent one that happened is Nathan.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's just
condolences to him and
devastating,
his family. Like, it's just
Devastating.
such a horrific thing that happened. In knowing that's like, back in the days, things happen. You have small like
Squabble.
altercations with people. Someone knocks you with their bag. Oh, so sorry. Obviously, we don't know the extent of what happened. But even with that, the one thing that really annoyed me with all of this is people trying to find justification
As
for
to
what
why
happened,
this may have happened.
as to why it happened, as to why this must have gone down. This is why they did this. It's like, no, there's no reason. There's no justification for what happened to him. He shouldn't have lost his life. Like, that's just the end of it. And for the people in the comments, trying to find, was he part of this? Was he part of that? And then what? Like, literally, and then what? Why should a person who is trying to, live this life have to lose his life for such ridiculousness? And then people trying to find, all of this stuff. Like, he still has a family. He still has friends that are out here reading these comments, that are seeing these things. Like, let's just have some respect for people, man. Let's have some respect.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Very, very, very sad.
yeah, praying for his friend and his family. And let's just stop it, guys. Let's stop it. We're tired.
If the GoFundMe is still going,
Yes,
and the
definitely
legit one,
put
slap
it
it in
in
the
there.
That was the
description.
other crazy
Yes,
thing,
yes.
that GoFundMe around that.
But yeah, if it's
the fake one that was created as
if
well.
it is still going, we shall
As if
put
it
it in the
wasn't
description.
enough. As if it wasn't enough.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying. Band together, stay prayed up, and definitely look at how. Because my thing that when you're asking is like when you're saying when people listen to this, I thought you were gonna say, do we think people genuinely care? I think people genuinely care. I don't.
But
know
it also comes to the thing of, what do I do?
yeah, I don't know if, but yes, but I wonder if we care enough to inconvenience ourselves as well, though, right? Because the work is going to be difficult. I think I wonder how do we care to that level?
You know what's scary? It's like, it's more, I think it's if the work has consequence.
Like how?
Like, if someone goes, hey, I don't know if I want to become the face of talking about this stuff because I don't want to be targeted.
But I'm even more so.
That's
I don't know,
reasonably scary.
but we don't have to go to that extent. Like, imagine, like I'm saying inconvenience in terms of like, okay, we're sacrificing our Saturdays because we've decided to rent out this hall.
Yeah.
to create, yes,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know how much we're willing to inconvenience ourselves in that limit to that extent, because that's what it takes. I think that's the hurdle that needs to take getting over, because it's not an educational preaching to the ones that are doing crazy stuff. They are not listening to you, nor will they. There needs to be stricter laws in terms of locking that down. But the way it stops is literally by the ones who see the future and have seen where this goes. We all start banding together and implement something here and now. But I don't know if we're willing to that. Because again, it comes back to the fact we have to focus on trying to cut through for ourselves.
Because some people still feel like, I'm still, it's happening here, but there's still a bit of a distance.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Where it's like, as long as I'm careful, I should be okay, right? So they're not willing to do what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I think those who get, fortunate, those who are affected by it directly, they're the ones that do go out there and actually try to make something happen. And other people are just like, I just have to take my kids to a private school.
And wrap it up.
And that's it.
Have a gated community.
Literally, that could be some people's strategy.
Some good hectares in Druin if you guys want to have a conversation after this. We can have a look at that.
Hey, if I got Wi-Fi,
The numbers are looking pretty good. I can't lie.
Give me some.
I was thinking about it,
groceries.
man.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
That's
man.
us, man.
That's us.
I think
that is us indeed.
Thank you for
man.
joining us for another episode. We appreciate you. Like I said at the start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it around, and we'll catch you guys next week. Hopefully, we make the most out of this subscription. What's it called?
Channel.
This
Channel.
Broadcast channel.
Broadcast channel. Peace out.
Bye.